Long, long ago, when the river still sang lullabies, and the trees whispered wisdom to those who would listen, in the ancient kingdom of Ile-Ayo, where the golden sun kissed the red earth each morning, there lived two friends as different as the morning star and the evening moon. Abeni was gentle like the cool breeze that comes before rain. Her heart was soft. Her words were few, but a smile could make flowers bloom out of season. Morounkeji was like fire, bright, bold, and burning with dreams of greatness. When the drums began to beat across the 7 hills of Ile-Ayo, every maiden knew what it meant. The queen's chosen ceremony had come again. The old queen had joined the ancestors, and the king must choose a new wife from among the daughters of the land. "We will both dance," Morounkeji declared, her eyes shining like stars. "But I will dance like the leopard, fierce and unforgettable." Abeni only smiled and touched her friend's hand. "We will see what the spirits decide." On the night of the full moon, 100 maidens gathered in the great courtyard. The king sat on his throne, carved from the sacred iroko tree, while the elders watched with eyes that had seen many seasons come and go. The drums began. One by one, the maidens danced. Morounkeji danced like lightning, splitting the sky. Her feet moved so fast that they barely touched the ground. Her arms painted pictures in the air. The crowd gasped and cheered. Then came Abeni's turn. She moved like water, flowing over stones, smooth, quiet, natural. She did not leap high or spin fast. She simply danced as if the earth itself was singing through her feet. The drums seemed to slow down to match her heartbeat. The king leaned forward. Something in Abeni's simple grace called to his soul. When the dancing ended, the king rose. The kingdom held its breath.
"I choose the one whose spirit dances without music."
And so it was that under the gaze of the full moon, the crown was placed upon Abeni's head, not the one who danced the hardest, but the one whose spirit danced without music. Morounkeji's smile was bright as the morning sun when she congratulated her friend, but inside her chest, something dark and bitter began to grow, like a seed planted in poisoned soil. "My dear sister queen," she said sweetly at the wedding feast, "I have a special gift for you." She placed a perfect orange in Abeni's hands. It was the most beautiful orange anyone had ever seen, golden like the setting sun, smooth as polished wood. "This came from grandmother's tree," Morounkeji lied, her voice soft as honey. "She told me it would bring children to whoever eats it with a pure heart. Since you are now our queen, you need it more than I do." Abeni's eyes filled with grateful tears. "Sister of my heart, thank you. May the ancestors bless you for your kindness." That night, Abeni ate the orange. It tasted sweet on her tongue, but as she swallowed, she did not know that with each bite, she was also swallowing a curse born from her friend's jealous heart. The orange was beautiful to look at, sweet to taste, but bitter in its purpose, for jealousy, like a snake, can wear the face of love. The rains came and went. The harvests were good. The kingdom prospered under King Adebayo and Queen Abeni's gentle rule. But in the royal house, joy would not stay. 3 times, Abeni felt the flutter of new life going within her. 3 times, her heart filled with hope like a calabash filling with sweet water. And 3 times, that hope was poured out like water on dry ground. Each season brought a spark of hope, and each season ended with the cold silence of grief. The king held his wife as she wept, The women of the kingdom lit candles and said prayers. The medicine men brought herbs and charms, but nothing could break the invisible chains that bounded Abeni's womb. After the third loss, the king called his council. The grey-bearded elders shook their heads like trees in a sad wind. "My king," said the oldest among them, "a kingdom needs an head, like a tree needs roots. Perhaps it is time to take a second wife." The king's heart was heavy as a stone, but he knew they spoke truth. That evening, he found Abeni sitting in her garden, watching the sunset paint the sky red and gold.
My beloved, you know what the council has told me.
Abeni nodded without looking at him. "Yes, my lord. You must take another wife."
Then help me choose wisely. Who among all the women of Ileayo would you trust to be my second queen?
Abeni was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "Morounkeji. She's my oldest friend. She will be a good mother to the heir you need." For even in her pain, Abeni's heart remained pure as fresh water from a spring. Morounkeji accepted the king's proposal with great joy. Or so it appeared. Inside her heart, she felt the sweet taste of victory. At last, she had won. But winning the crown was not enough. Now she wanted to be the only queen. Like drops of poison in a well, Morounkeji began to whisper lies. She told the king that Abeni was jealous. She told the servants that Abeni was angry. She spread rumors like seeds in fertile ground, and soon they grew into tall weeds of doubt. "See how she looks at you," Morounkeji would say to the king. "She cannot forgive you for choosing another. Did you hear how she spoke to me today?" She would tell the servant. "She thinks she's still the only queen." None of it was true, but lies, when told often enough, can sound like truth to ears that want to believe them. Slowly, like the tide going out, the king's love for Abeni began to fade. The servant stopped bowing deeply when she passed. The children in the market no longer ran to touch her robes for good luck. Abeni felt the change like a cold wind, but she said nothing. She held her dignity like a precious calabash, careful not to let it break. One morning, she simply walked out of the palace gate. No one tried to stop her.